we very first moved in, I noticed this little room, and I think it's actually considered a mudroom or maybe even a sunroom, not sure. This house was built in, I think, 1942 or 1948. I'm not really 100% sure, somewhere in that time. So this is definitely an older home. And I noticed this little room, and I immediately already knew what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to turn this into like my little plant room, an area where I could come in the morning times and sit out here, enjoy my tea, and just look at my plants, a place that they could grow, get sunlight, but also not be extremely damaged from the sun, and just be a controlled environment. So that is exactly what my intention is for this room. Now, when we moved in, I literally just threw my plants and some of my stuff in here, and I thought, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it. So now I'm getting to it, and I'm gonna try to transform this little area, this little room, brighten it up a little bit. There's definitely some things in here that I want to keep, like the light up above us. It's not, I don't even think it works necessarily, nor do I think that we would even use it, because the only time I would be out here is while it is sunny outside. So I don't see the real purpose in it, but I like the look of it, so I'm gonna leave that. Also, I'm kind of working on a budget here. I'm working with what we already bought as far as paint, because we did have paint left over from when we did our rooms, and the front door and the back door. So I'm going to just be reusing what I already have. I'm not going to go out and buy any more extra materials. So this is going to be on the budget that I have. So I'm going to paint, and also I'm going to end up, I think I'm going to end up trying to paint the flooring. I'm not sure, or it's a concrete floor. What my intention is maybe to just scrub it real good and see where we're at. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then I want to maybe paint it, which it's just going to be a gray, to keep it with the concrete look, because I actually really like that it's concrete. And I just love this room. So we're going to try to transform this room. Okay, this has taken a little bit longer than I thought, but it's fine. It's just really tedious because I'm having to get into each and every crevice. My plan was, well, I kind of didn't know. I didn't know what I fully wanted to do, if I just wanted to do like a whitewash look and have the brick like showing through, or if I wanted to do like full coverage. Well, I started doing full coverage and then I kind of thought, oh, what if I liked the whitewash look? And it was a little too late. So it ended up being full coverage. And so I'm having to get into all the little crevices of the rock, and it's just taking a long time. I'm making a little leeway, not very much, but I got at least this halfway up done. I don't want to show every single thing because literally this is taking longer than I thought. This is probably going to even go into tomorrow because I barely got anything done and I've been at it for about 4 hours, I feel like. So probably a little bit longer. I've had to make a few stops, of course, to, you know, tend to the kids and stuff like that, but still. But I figured I would sit here and take a break for a second.
Tear stuff up?
The brick will tear it up.
How big will tear it up? Why big tears up stuff?
It's just because it's a rough surface.
Rough surface. That's not thing. No, that's not real.
Okay, I didn't get in full detail on the bricks because I kind of thought it looked a little bit cooler to have some of that brown and like the tan undertones under it, and it kind of looks more rustic. At the end of the day, I want our home to be more of a rustic slash western slash, like, I don't know, just very cozy and homey. And so I don't want everything to be perfect. Like, for instance, the windows. I painted, like, there's paint all over them. But what I wanted to go and do is scrape with a razor blade and all of that. And so I don't want it to be perfect in here. I want it to have that rustic feel. I also have an idea to break some of this white up because it is so white in here and it's just like clean whiteness, which I love, but I want it to have a little bit of a more rustic look to it. So I'm gonna hit the tops. I didn't finish that yet, and then we will be pretty much done. So I had this idea to break up the white a little bit to kind of make this look like faux wood. So on just these pieces right here, I'm going to make it look like faux wood. I thought I had some gel stain, but turns out it is like, it's done. It got left open or something, I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna try this out on this area for sure, see if I really like it, and if I do, then we will move on to the bigger piece. I think I'm gonna like it though. It definitely needs some work, but I think it'll be okay. All right, I'm about to put my second coat on the door, and then after I put that coat on, I'm gonna go outside and spray paint I have these little stands that a plant stand, that's what it's called. I have these little plant stands that I had at the apartment, but they were out on our balcony, and so they kind of got weathered. They're faded black rather than like a bright black. So I'm gonna go spray paint those, and then I'm gonna work on painting the floor. After that, we should be done. Is this room perfect? Absolutely not, but it is perfect to me. It is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a more minimal look. I wanted a more rustic, just very cozy farmhouse type look. Now, I don't want to go for the traditional farmhouse, but this is kind of how it kind of turned out in here. But that's not what I'm going for really. The rest of our house is basically going to be Western or rustic. So I kind of wanted to just keep that, you know, pattern going in here as well, but it kind of turned more modern farmhouse, but that's fine. Either way, I didn't end up painting the floor only because I kind of liked the rustic look. I liked the roughness of how the floors looked and everything, and I didn't want to mess with that. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to change my mind in the future and end up painting it or whatever, but for now I kind of like it. And at the end of the day, this is going to be like the mudroom slash sunroom slash plant room. So if the floors get dirty or messy or whatever, that's fine. So I wanted this room to be different, and that's exactly what it is, and I like it. I like the look of everything. I think the thing that I love the most about this room is the little chandelier. I was so surprised. It amazes me what a can of spray paint will do to a room. It will transform anything. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I know I enjoyed making it, and I cannot wait to share all the makeovers and all the things coming up. I have so much content for y'all. I just got to get it out there, and I'm working on it. It's just taking longer than expected, but y'all be patient with me. Hang in there because it's coming, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. God bless y'all, and go and be a light out there.